If you are thinking of a bank that takes care of customers' needs by providing quality services with flexibility, reliability, and innovation, think Trust Bank Limited. With Trust Bank Limited mobile banking, you enjoy services such as balance inquiry, mini statement, funds transfer between accounts, exchange rates, mobile airtime top-up, stop ATM card, checkbook request, and PIN change. Our real-time gross settlement allows the customer to instruct the bank to transfer funds from their account to another account at another bank. Our expertise and experience in international banking is both legendary and the envy of the market. Retail banking, one bank, different amazing packages. Whether you are interested in savings account, current account, time or fixed deposit account, lending or overdraft, our team of dedicated staff is always ready and willing to help you out with your transactions as you wish. Corporate banking. Trust Bank Limited offer the most convenient services for deposit accounts, credit facilities, trade finance, bond and guarantee, and foreign currency account. With e-banking, you can make electronic bill payments and online banking and enjoy 24-hour access to your cash with our ATM. With the largest network of branches and agents, we give you the convenience to receive funds as you please. Trust Bank Limited, proudly Gambian.
fay lempo warugal la si képp koo xam ne doomi réew mi nga ak ñu fi dëkk bu fekkee ne ci at mi sa koom-koom weesu na $2,400 dalasi mbete weer bu nekk di nga am lu tollu si $2,000 dalasi lempo si la nguur gi di sukkandeku ngir liggéey yokkute réew mi GRA mooy banxaas bu nguuri Gambia sas ngir mu fayeku lépp luy lempo ci biir réew mi ba tax na GRA di yëgal faykati lempo yi ne warugal la pour ñu fay lu ñu naan withholding tax on contract payment maanaam bépp contrat bu waay joxe te si biir réew mi lañu toog kon xaalisi contrat bi ngeen nangotoo war nga cee wàññi ci xayma téeméer bu nekk fukka bu fekkee ne contrat bi dëkkut ci biir réew mi bu boobaa di nga war a wàññi téeméer bu nekk fukka ak juróom lii mooy lempo bu ñu naan withholding tax on contract payment lii mooy lempo bi nga xam ne yow mi joxe contrat warugal la nga wëlbatiku dem fay ko ci maakaani GRA tax office bu la gën a jege mbete ci banque yi GRA jagleel pour fay lempo war ngaa jéebal lempo bi si diiri fukki fan ak juróom gannaaw bi nga wàññee ci xaalis si contrat bi amul benn contracto bu ñu teggil fay lempo bi xanaa mu fekk ne nguuri Gambia ñoo ko jéegale boole si projet yi nga xam ne mbootaay ndimbali ñoo koy dépense GRA di fayeku lempo ngir yokk.
For the first time in the history of the Gambia, Gambia Printing Publishing Corporation proudly introduces the Biliomatic exercise book printing machine. The machine has the capacity to print more than 20,000 books per hour. Yes, 20,000 books per hour. It also prints magazines, newspapers, calendars, flyers, normal books, and all kinds of printed documents, plus items at affordable prices. With the Biliomatic printing machine, GPPC can now render high quality and non-size restricted printing service supply across the sub-region. Rush now and partner with GPPC for all your public and private printing service needs. Print with us today and you'd be offered highly professional, reliable and efficient service delivery by our team of experts. The Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation is here to meet all demands and is reliable at all times. For more info, contact us on 437-4493 or 437-4402. GPPC is Gambian and it's yours.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice, and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibara.
This is a Kerr Fatou. Fatou. Oli.
To another edition of our show. Badigol ngal bismillah program doto ngamin natale jang aramiso aramisa alial neko aramiso aramisa ni nata jang kachake ko la mi al ko be kering banko kan bi esa nata murona ko take kacha kuma do nati bimbe local government ko la jubela bayri local government election kanale in the next ngamara science thing nin congress is all banta. That is the most important local election that is coming in the country in April, I guess, right? And then ngaji fanang president otatam tola, and then tata regional betole aning molu benta wokono kabaranta KMC anim banjul ay pronouncement o dolke wol fanam be kachana tila woltole anim fanang ngaji ko chairman or aning mayors all about 55 people Base Area Council KMC aning Mansakonko with councillors Supreme Court petition of the Supreme Court to challenge some of the things at the Local Government Act. So we will look at all of those. Be in the Luntang Omeminti Walam Landing Bisa, and Landing is the chairman of the Mansakonko Area Council. Also, he is the chairman of Galga, president of Galga. Sorry, Galga is the when I say Gambia Association of Local Government Officials. So, Landing, welcome to Kerr Fatou again.
Thank you.
Esa binyu non kachati akumayata bake Mansakunda ringol la kumaya bankoka akumayata bayrinte ka fo mole ko for me local government le kumayata beti. They are closest to the people. Itolon tolla Mansakundalti. Bayri central government mo be talati mo be kata bi wolto but local government wala mu itela mol fongoti mini alon ko tolle ka talaro kete ila area to wala na akumayata ka councilol anil chairman ola ku ka kacha bi kacha multi esa.
Yeah, baraka bake me landi welcome na to this platform. Mira kumata bake pour kana ka kacha nyin ko la yemel fo be dending you know Supreme Court ruling in na or court ruling in Menkeda kununko, and also a lot of other important issues, especially the importance of local government authorities.
Yeah.
Local government authorities. In fact, this is a good topic. It's a timely topic in the sense that before I teach to my students introduction to politics at the university.
Yeah.
We are looking at multi-level politics or subnational politics. And Niajibe in both, you know, whether it's a federal system or a unitary system, state come in a federal system, state government kasotole, federal government kasoto. Federal laws kasotole, but state laws fanan kasotole. In a unitary system of government, come in Gambia, we have decentralization.
Yeah.
And we central government kasotole, constitutional kasotole, but then also luwal kasotole melia lonko e kamara Mansakunda ringola ninko local government wala Mansakunda ringolti angela luwa sotole and luwa nying ye wala use pour ka challenge at the Supreme Court and wala court case nying ruling nying findita baro fanan comme ya fa nyame president o pronouncement o leke banjul and also in KM
yes
that is going to appoint administrators, we might call them governors for these regions. And luai lo dula reference soto. It's the Local Government Act is very clear on that. So it's important that we discuss some of these things so that people out there listening will have a gist of what is happening in the country, but also what the law says about some of these things. So I think this is very important for us to have a discussion around this.
Kuma tabake esa saying yet fame for killing ke colon decentralization. I don't know how decentralized our local governments are. That is something I am a big advocate for that, because ngamil long wolong ko local Mansakonko ringul man sembo soto wanyama I mantara lori fangoye ko nyanta kala nyami ni tata lado to, for example hanin kanata fang nkanata bankol to meme ko American lado ngajan Senegal da majandrong ni ko nyimu mayor of Ziguinchor le ni ko nyimu mayor of Senegal Dakar leti or mayor of Mbour or mayor of Thiès yela symbol je and ye symbol means soto ila fenkol to. Yes, if no man 100% decentralization soto, but you cannot even compare it to what we have here. But so landing in Karo, landing is the president of Galga. Landing, Nico decentralization. Actually, what kind of autonomy Lesotho jang when it comes to local governance?
Baraka bake Fatou mbe tentula bake mbe jayla mbe esa fana konton namba tentula mba jayla lamoy lal fana anin jiber lalu mbe tentula mbe jayla nanyin kacha ngamela kumaya batale in the sense aliyem bulandi nyin kono nyame we de marol ke pour ndela do ko wala munyinti in the sense ndela mu chairman of Mansakonko balante fara mu president of Galga pour kamo la faham ro la fa ani mol si kibaro soto membe dending to la bundal yo ndol buka nyin opportunity soto bake ba ndol mu local government let so mol kan ke local lel ti do wala jabara mol la mol buka kibaro yo kibaro buka bo baka ndol bul so nyim is a solemn opportunity for us so ngara ko ndo akuna kuma ya di bake comme ya fo nyame decentralization no Mr. Njai ya fole itolu mu lo let nyin kono bari ngalon ko decentralization no e fatam soto bari Gambia comment to be specific dolbe lorim bulol men kan unitary system but also devolution dolbe wala use kan ni nata o jube wala mu nyinti comment ka sembo bondi santola ka jindina then isa foko central government local government anila other decentralized structure men tada fo duma fo isa fo VDC wala village development committee yo wo lana fa monati wala mu nyinti ko sembo kana tara marani black lindamato sembo e jiduma adun sembo fon e muru mol kan maralo e muru mol fon kan wala ne yaji dina fo sata o kono wala village development committee so ni left out bamban na ni village development composition o jibe village development committee la composition o jibe wala men be marten village development committee la e ka fo la sata wala Mansakunda ndola local government so sata wala Mansakunda ni ajibe kabila ka mo fula la kije yo ni wol be ke fa pare sata o mo kije interest group ka mina musolu ka mo kijela fondingol ka mo kijela even though han kabilo representative fondingol de bar fondingol fan ka mo to mon ya kije bar Mansakunda do kula fanan ani nyim fanye do kula wo fan ka fanan kundi jela so wala tina o Mansakunda fanan ka bambang bar o be pour ça mo be da bula marlo kono wol kam menke wala nyana sella na five president wala no president o fon ke ka wala nyana jila na futa wolma isaje kul kana nyokumba so marlo si sonia nim menke ta sate kono asi meñaw ñana futal president mala nimme be president ya asi meñaw ñana futala sate ko lon mala ya jala asati ko le akunya na taraje so wala yati na ken nyimbe wala nyama bar wo ma fanan yi ayita aje ko Mansakunda do kulalo wali la lord la soto kono because ni tara tundol kam fo sate kono Mansakunda do kulalo fanan be jere wala na at every level ye bulandiro ka wala la isaje fi lokana ka nyoma ni na at the local government level tundo kan fenne be je ka me tak technical advisory committee o technical advisory committee area council kalo la so de wala ma la shiranti no mala kote alum fana kalo la kende soto al tamande nyar so wala ka bulma do ko ni nyi fahamru do ko wala ke fasaro ke wala pra keno tundo fo e ji duma la fo satol kono so maybe me akuma yandi wala mu nyinti ko kan kana tara la kilim anim fana mo la sulo ay bo mol fambulo atakela comme minister ning permanent secretary wala to director si banjuli e comme colonsi na ki njata bankole non marlo bola kango bola kianjata bala ko on tolla sula kolon e ka fola sula kolon priority on kolonolti wala to mo bohololti dena sisale santo sinaje ko masakundari la lebuloto nyinna fanjo molde par comme maybe yaskeno kacha fula nyaato fere bu hol kallandile nim fere bu hol landita o tundo be kan tundo kan satolu waranto karola o fere bu ko no ila sula kolangol menti o kata o fere bu ko ka fola strategic plan so o strategic plan nyim tundo nyanda ka tama wala war wol falam kat den o fere bu ko jin ka dem ne bala wala mu national development plan ni o be dadala national development plan e même fo e ka tembendi wala fe comme ni jiko mu priority e ka temeno ya ka jiko ni way nyomoy ni tara maralo Kenya be yo tembendi wala na seno yirwando ya tembendi so bunda e ka jubele santola fo man say yo ka priority pour isaje Mansakunda ba ani Mansakunda wala maralo ani da tamandir nyala si nyomuta
wota kam to ko lande yenyi mi explain tem fo Mansakunda ringo ani Mansakunda ba e do ko
ha
ate fono la nyokoma bayri ngalon ko hanala development budget 25% central government la nyanta dilala
inshallah
katu ko atol le nyanta provisional kelas basic services so dolla pour community sto mune mato le relationship ti al central government
be intembo men to den sansa comme fonyo kono be dure in the sense ni wati ndin kono ni lundan tan kono kiri karabe dure nyosabol be dure même be dende Mansakunda ba fo la nyaaton ko la même be la président ri ani Mansakunda re ngol nyo sabo ni do man soto adu way kibaro ni jakalo di jama mo la fo ku yala ben tema so ila ngin karo en hakilo bulandi wala kan président e proclamation ol men ki ani nyo sabo ko men ki ani comme même be dende ani dolla Mansakunda re ngol la fenjol ba en simune fono woto wala mu nyinti comme Tonyala président ko le fa le président le Mansakunda président le faram banko le président bati bari ndol la Mansakunda re lebul to maje ko problème ben ni Mansakunda batem Tonyala Mansakunda bala lodou la ni mo ko mbaji la ko mela lodou la rek bari ntaje la ko men ni confrontation na soto on ni problème la soto on ni ño sabo la soto waran don dol fa nan lodou la ni mo ke saje ko ndol man na lodou la rek misal fe na ngam misal fe bari nte feo man ke confrontation
président fo ma fo ko ania les problèmes sa ko président ko altol falsa long ko alni Mansakunda nyanta do ko kelal ka tuko Mansakunda ba woni Mansakunda ngote do ko keno la kata Mansakunda koma so false ko landi silo kan ye minje wala albuka ko landi anyanta ko kele nyama albuka ke o nyama albuke consult on issues mi alon ko maybe anyante consult la so president was making katandel la ko alte tamano al fonwe o nyama because fale do ko ke ando atol ni la do ko wole the community nafa so ni president wala ala niajube danaka that's what he was trying to say.
Okay, thank you. O nyinin karo o kuma ya batare. Ba ko misal fe ni o ntebe nyinin karo binante kun akelo kono. Sutio. Itele ka silo wala mbang. Fela no malan ko le ka silo wala. Ngamela ni be maralola. Ite ko maralo nyana kala nyame itele fonko walang. But ni ma walang, you are creating opportunity for people to find it their way. So left now free pour simple. Président wala marta nyim banko bela o diata me ya kuyata me atle nyim banko la président andum même fanan koita Mansakunda rion kabo Mansakunda bala ngo fona diamo ko a beginning adum fanan Mansakunda bala ka Mansakunda rion create pour isi maralo sone ande adum maralo fanan sitano anyana tamala nyame saje men yalon ko albe marakan maralo se futema e daybula maralo kono adum maralo fanan nafa fanan se futema yo bar so sa ni président yo cross sa muna mate lord la dije ateme mu banko président do ni na rajube nde exemple itan lela comme président kay même foden because ni ngal la moy a sujindi minna ali fenjoyele atodum alla office bunda yele KMC alman dabula nije ali banjulu ali dabula ni comme o sifa you know o la silo be minto o sunta munela e ka understand mune mo Mansakunda lord la pour ka Mansakunda ngol fon tamandi yeme mo yefe men create ba ko to nya Mansakunda ron tita do Mansakunda ba ko ba Mansakunda ba fa tan Mansakunda ron ko na dal baralo be sakala adun safo maybe kaja after jele problem jama be creating maybe caring is because maralo man tembe nyimbanko ka so na man tembe dron problem of the because maral momo la load le mata ni nga kumoso nande ay même foten tonyala president danya na tara bularin pol kono bari moment president da bonije Mansakonko on la tamandirinya bring president be sila nyim present administration okay, I'm lucky I was part of the development of the national development plan, the current national development plan. Mansakonko on la tamandirinya is a flagship program in that national development plan. Flagship in the sense is a priority, probably a priority of priorities.
Yeah.
Any security sector reform, any other civil servant reforms or civil service reforms. But all these orders, look at these other reforms. At least as you will see one or two, some movement. Some movement. Tell me what movement has taken place in the local government sector.
But Munatul stop to pursue it with the president.
Thank you.
Did you try to reach out to the authorities as the president of Galga?
And thank you for asking for that. So by lako nintra Mansakonko ma load la ka reforms ke maralo men be jamon ke maral kendati. Bari mbesiri nyame mbesiri o maral kilon la kan so wayatina mol men be maralo ko ne ila ñoo fahamo limitation ka taje because nyaani ninka ako iko mune mun tola autonomy in the act it says a high level of autonomy. How high? One will tend to ask how high iko me fan soto la me alon ka be sikala santo but say danta min toldo amon futa min toldo abota min toldo there should be some categorization. It should be mentioned clearly. No autonomy munati, but a high level. How high? These are things many are they need to be cleared, but they must have been cleared in the review process because local government act revised that. You understand? And it's close to 2 years. It's gathering dust in somebody's cabin and saying validation or namutano. You understand? I think the president should be concerned about local government reform. Cabinet, I think the Ministry of Local Government Katajira. Probably assigning a sector, why is it that dollar reform is not going? Nothing is going in that sector. The government sector is not moving. So maybe sometime maybe you see one in Kano. But I come and tell a load la. I am an elected individual. You understand? Birin tolong aja kontrol nata. Nga safero ke president la office ko president la fi jelal bi on dolle ni tebe deni maralo la itebe santo ntolbe duma no reply nga safero ke ko tange no reply hani reply fo mo kana sakura ko yafo ko yankumande look at that ko la fi jelal president ma reply alun tolle mo
of Galga
hani te Mansakonko area council chairman damma ni nga president fenje ajen nan kumandi la you understand. But no reply from the president. On 2 occasions, the president Safela, nga minister, nga brief. Ko ndoka sula president jela mbuka jeno. Minister do mfolo je ani nyimbe je fongo. Hali membe je nga fayet. Although men not saying I interested in the ko mbe fero be kala ani president nyot. Not for him to give us anything. You understand? But pour ntolle jana sila nga kacha. Maybe ntolle be boy kan o mo ntolle la tamandrinya man correct. Misal fe. Asi chance to sa fonye ko baringo. Alika be on kala bakam kumani. Yeah, misal fe ya wo face to face la misal fa ni ay me kumandi wolna bente tamata itala misal fe o sifal wala do nga fa ko atake ko len na badi mungon but there is no opportunity but the opportunity is maybe here and there abe talib anin talib fala left jila taji talib or maybe rohilo ba fala left jila taji maybe fine personal arrangements I have no business with that and that's okay they are my colleagues
because they are
that's okay they are my colleagues but ibuka jama tamandi wo nyama nata interest pour ntol bel na do ko ke ate hanna tan tol fo man safero ke sanji nani mbe do ko wala nata manje fo man safero ke anyanda kuma do kala ko wala be caring atol mbuka atol je and that is not even his store that is calling us special ngata na IC comme akanyin
that has never happened since you
I've
never started with
comme akanyin kafol kuma ni nyamen al na laftal jelal wala ndo yetaje nyin dina kafolu wala nyin kafudol wala important wala kuma batal bari ini men be maralo la dum askeno kole akol bentol fanam bulle anyande la mo lan dol fanal wa askeno nyanda kacalale be banko mol na fala nyame yo bari o be opportunity mani bantol mo be mu da problem that has given us the strength and determination to make sure that we succeed in what we are doing.
Because I think this is a very important point.
Yeah.
And you asked the question to say, Ite as the president of the local government, Galga, why didn't you do that? But then the response to that, Fatou, now, like I said here, in a Ninata decentralization or systems of government, we have federal system of government, you have unitary system. Now, federal system of government, you have a federal government, you have state governments like America, Benjamin, Nigeria, Benjamin, Brazil, wall, Switzerland, wall, Nimbanku Bal. But Niajibe wo Bankul Fanang, akatamanya wolonko state governments, they have powers because ikata state dotole, yataroko this is forbidden. Okay, it's not lawful, it's illegal, but you go to another state, you realize it's legal. It's legal. From death penalty in America, you go to one state, it's illegal, another state, it is legal. So state governments will have symbol gena sodole compared to local governments in a unitary system. State governments in a federal system. However, federal law sol katara jele. One fenetimi aron control be for hamle. So ni nata unitary system la mansakundaringol symbol ka doyale compared to how powerful state governments are in a federal system. So the initiative okay, reform nyandakal na local government and all that, woman nyana kabunyulu bulo. Because the central government has concentration of power. And until decentralization niya jibe, I mentioned, devolution has to take place. But devolution of power mantara devolve kang. Because power mantara devolve kang, I remember is very vague. In the local government act, you said, okay, there should be autonomy in the at the highest
level.
But that is so vague. It's not specific. At what level? Why then the local government authorities, our decentralization is weak. Weak in the sense that local government is not specified how powerful they are. The autonomy in Benjamin. Therefore, central government power be concentrated the world to be initiated. All these reforms should be initiated by the central government. That's important. But then another thing that I also want to talk about has to do with the importance of local government authorities, especially in the case of decentralization. To la Gambia, the federal system, state governments are powerful. Mostly the federal government concentrates on the economy, defense issue, or security, and foreign policy. There be Gambia the best level mentor, not for decentralization to be a reality in the Gambia. The central government must focus on these key areas. Economy, fix the economy for us. We're in an economic hardship, fix that for us. Take care of the security situation of the country, both internal and external. And you focus on foreign policy. Leave the rest, development and all that. But the political, partisan politics in Tinyale to an extent that the central government wants to be seen in everything. For example, University of the Gambia, okay, nga 6 classroom lelo nunje nga 2 years ago or so. What many you can know? 6 classroom, can you imagine? 6 classrooms there. President of the Cabrin State House, for can have a brick college campus. You can make 6 classrooms inaugurate. Me and Hani council or Sakenol. Hani chairman Sakenol, wala Hani deputy Sakenol in that area. So president wants to be seen in everything. Central government wants to be seen in everything because if a political that they want people to say, it warranted that statement to say that came like a complex and in Banjul sponsored by the Gambia government 90%, so that people can feel like it will. But for me, because like you said, local government authorities are closer to the people. And the advantage of decentralization, empower devolved, one fundamental advantage, in fact, in the area of governance, is good for governance because it encourages participation. People are closer, it encourages participation. Another advantage is bureaucracy in tala. For people to go to, everything, because I be able. So near power devolve, local government authorities will be able to act. Aka participation encourage le, but bureaucracy in tala. So it be part of governance because these local government authorities are closer to them. Development of fasting wole nyama. Mole nyumfanya konye ko kabrin kam molde comme president kala kafa ko mbelop tanu lo falato mbefang akonye ko njeletale ko at this level Gambia be statement of signing. Central government ka from mbelop tanu lo mbe school lola. Woman na ka central government la responsibility. So local government na gani nyum ko le development should be initiated by them.
Left nala woto. I wanted to pick it up from Kabarate Diamante Fanayama, Wolonko central political cool kono. The FACO central government want to take ownership of everything because they take the credit.
The credit, yes.
That is why Nyunufana Nyanta seized on the opportunity to push for reforms when it comes to their sector.
They cannot push for that.
No, they can.
No, what I'm saying is let decentralization. Power is concentrated in the central government.
When I say they can push for agendas. Changes the Supreme Court. Few years ago, before this new legislature, it told they had majority in the National Assembly. If they wanted some laws to change, Kabrin Dipitel in Nate Sita, the age limit change, ya change wato moye mukilinti. Kabri lafte la symbol falina, puri tol niye bayi la patio to kana ya faline. If do itol fana Kabri ya dynamics all falinta. Even after Kabri in Barros separator, they had 2 years of their people having majority in the National Assembly.
I will disagree with you. I'm going to help you.
No, let me finish.
Okay, I'll just leave it to go.
It all fana 2 years total me alonko ila more majority in the House. These were things because it only Mansakonko Mara for them to have laws change and sponsor bills through their national assemblies and get the laws changed. They could have done that.
Okay, now just chairman Batundoro.
Okay. Okay.
Mandara coming Patiel GB Kang analysis. It's not about the parties here.
Yeah, but
partisan politics le dunta J and wala manaka dunje wonyama.
Na dunta J ala atu wonyama.
Partisan politics fenete me alonko we cannot do away with it.
Yes.
Atila ka banko fanan sama. Parties must contest. Ñul mel bebe je be partiel to yala J. But at the end of the day kamen jibe wala mko the interest of their people. That is what they should look at.
Yeah.
Now, it can mean for comment they should push. For example, any challenge menketeng court. You see, local government authorities cannot be going to court all the time to make those reforms. Deputy wala nankoyoko power for concentrating in the central government. It can deputy mel for mele falindiro ken because it will level lowering maran link kan dual falling in banko kan anin ko dual dida. So nana nun ko inata reforms la nimbe reform fala. I can agree with you ni ko nyako in a party, for instance, they had majority. But the analysis or the discussion is not centered around that.
Yeah.
We are talking about the relationship between the local government and the central government. Let's not only look at it from party.
No, but the reason why I'm saying this is that the reason why
I think
because you are making the reason why I said this is this. If you brought an argument saying the president of school or lola general politics Latin politics now if you know I mean the fact is if I'm a politician nite yaje ko ninka political use ala cool kon muna nite fanantela power political power use la if ana lual
what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to laws in this country changing laws or making laws that is not in the hands of local government authorities.
They can push it.
Constantly, local government authorities cannot be doing that. It is the parliamentarians that can be falling.
Well, they can push the agenda.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like when you have reforms, you have agenda. So civil society groups, disability groups, agenda push.
But that's what I'm saying.
They can do that.
Local government authorities. Local government active. Decentralization is weak. As a result, local government authorities man sembo dol sera ko dol push. It had a court lenu. Wait time later we cannot be expecting that local government authorities should be going to court all the time. What we expect is that some of these changes can be made in parliament. Because President Obama Fokante appoint the came in Banjul. He's going to parliament. And they will do it. So why can't those parliamentarians?
But this is what I'm saying. If president like a political interest law what is I'm not arguing on what you were saying. I want you to understand what I'm bringing here. The president is going to parliament because of political reasons. Now why didn't they go when they had the majority to also change the law even when we all know well on the interest of the general population? Munat Netol Fanaman sees on that.
But are they going to change that in the interest of their parties or in the interest of the country?
In the country.
But then we are talking about party politics.
No,
no, they could not do it in the interest of the country because you are saying if the president is going to you're saying if the president is going to parliament to change that because of party interest, of political interest, then they should have also used the majority. Then they will also be doing it in the interest of their parties, not the interest of the country.
Sometimes, okay. For example, if UDP goes and sponsor a bill and say we want electoral reforms because Solo Sanneh.
I can understand
no,
that.
Let me say.
Then the political bundle again.
No, let me come. No, let me say.
Mm-hmm.
The UDP Tata I call after reforms because of Solo Sanneh died for this cause, and it's important to us. Neo push a pastor. That is not a political agenda. UDP, just because UDP are push, woma miracle a political agenda long. Because phenomenon majority of Gambians latalal. Now, if the local government, Galga, through their National Assembly, sponsor a private bill, iko tonya Mansakonko or man sembo soto lua dol bije among correct. Can we sponsor a bill pruka change? More dolba for political, but more be a general good banako.
Okay.
Political.
Okay. Yalam Galga.
We had the opportunity.
Galga,
to
yes, we had.
Yes.
But remember, querying. In fact, Galga Manke come one party.
Yes, that's it.
Let that be very clear. Yeah. Galga is a combination of different political alignments, representing the different local government areas. In our local government areas, member Jang, we are not all belonging to the same
particular,
but different parties. So that has to be clear.
That's very clear.
Fadu coming for she has a point, we could have pushed that.
Yeah.
But who knows whether we have pushed it already, Fadu?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
That's good. I am not going to clear that. Already been into Nata. Beginning 2019, in Tolonga consultations, we've reviewed on our own meeting local government areas, and that is no partisan.
Yeah.
In Galga, through my leadership, acting a lot of things or act they are not fit for purpose, especially in this new administration we call New Gambia.
Yeah.
You understand? So nimbe New Gambia sotla or act kono. Yalan controller act le yatle butcher than any other act in this country.
Yep.
So no pinpointly, a lot of areas no pinpointly. We prepared them, it catalog everything. We call it a position paper. Maybe you might have forgotten, but Alena program do cover KMC launch Waldo with the CRC.
Yeah.
Constitutional Review Committee.
Yeah.
Left constitutional form review. Some of those things are factored and they are placed before the Constitutional Review Committee so that they don't only feature in the Local Government Act, but they feature in the Constitution.
Yeah.
So that most will let one day like it used to happen. Kanaka act ka be review ka be chopping. So part of that move has to even affect the new constitution. I tell new constitution so that local government is empower. So opposition paper is still with us. So opposition paper now prepare samba all the stakeholders, including the select committee for local governance, the ministry, all the LGS, Constitutional Review Committee. But it came at a time the ministry was also reviewing the Local Government Act, the 2000 Local Government Act. So wakono munena all mindiko time the constitutional so that mensitano I constitution tano weta act kon I act reviewed. So act reviewed in accordance with some of those things. Some of those claims well, they are already embedded in the new act. But ask me what happened. The new act review is over a year or so. It's still lying there, only to be validated. But because still we will come to probably politics. Hansai only to validate it. Kalaro ngamol bending afo consontal or manso acting. More than 1 year abelaring. So yalo okay. So yalo come nyinka menfo esa ka menfo. Ndolman sembe soto. Because ndola sembo danta mintoldo kasafero ka afo ko nyimalla fi nyina lafta nyinala. Yadel. So bandinga push hanara lafta bill from push la. Bill hanara bill push la be inakala damendo. Somebody has to sign. If that person refuses to sign, what else?
Yeah.
So there has to be a bargain. Wala munyindi ko wala atina Mansakunda ba fosi nyomwe ngada ko ntolle tamu gambiati lafta falin nale maralo ye falin ay tanyin silola Mansakunda ba d'accord Mansakunda ngo d'accord in the sense that Mansakunda ba ta jela ko we are come member for we provided 90% and so 90% federal time ko You understand? And it's not even a favor. Is it a favor?
It is not.
This is something that you should do. In fact, you are doing it in accordance with the law. Because mulekera luwa lebe sabatiri me alon ko aita di ko Mansakunda ni Mansakunda baje na tamala nyame. So luwa nyini na strengthen na ye bamba ye betea so that Mansakunda bani Mansakunda ngwe do ko kay tembe. So that nobody claims ko ntele nyinke fang o man jara. Because ninte nga menke rek isalon ko ntenga fenke Mansakunda ngwe fenke. Isalon ko baroda isalon ko Mansakunda ba dabe jele. Mansakunda ba fane fenke Mansakunda ru dabe jele. So that nga jewu nyama.
So Barlandi saying, okay, I still believe.
I want to send a message.
Yeah.
Coming in line with Mansakunda Bale Nyinke, Mansakunda Arule Nyinke. I think those are very weak ways of trying to argue who does what or what happened in our governance system. Because governance system is such that, you know, our strategy plan is linked to the national development plan. We cannot operate in isolation. So that New Kolbe Onyama is not some Mansakunda doing something at the local level through the local government authorities to be seen as a favor. No, it's a market. So that's the arrangement. And in fact, one thing, Beji, in the Act, Local Government Act, every development program or project or activity in a certain local government area, the entry point should be that's in the Act, should be the local government area. Because that's where the plan of the area is. That's the bottom line. The plan of Mansakonko Area Council, local government area, is in the council. That's where the strategic plan is. Likewise, Banjul, likewise, Basse. So here and there, you see even government coming with projects in the name of Lafta Nyinakela and bypass the local government and go and do it. Most of the times in the community, white elephant. Because when you exit, you leave it there, it will fail because here and there maintenance will be needed. Here and there it will go kaput. They have to go to the local government to go and help them to repair it, like borehole projects and many other projects. So what I think now is not we and them. It should be us.
Now that us brings me to the next question. I want to admit here, that's my belief. Mistake will ketale. Kabiri majority sotota luwa dol nyanta falling nale man falling. People were comfortable. Those things should have changed, and generally it's affecting everybody.
No, that's not we have done that. We came with a national development plan. There is a constitutional review taking place, so we cannot isolate ourselves from that. We participated in that, and our input is there. It's because we felt we are disappointed and we have been neglected. So, abandoned children. You understand? Maybe Kachago Fidel Otole. You come in Baroka, you know, if you isolate us to a certain degree, we find our way out.
But that's what I want to call.
Nobody, all the other sectors reform. The sector, there is no reform. So we should get up and fight our own cause. Because we believe that somebody else should have taken his responsibility or her responsibility to make sure that there is proper reform in our sector. Because ultimately, if there is proper governance, everybody will become a beneficiary.
Now let's come to Baro and Minfote. Alma invite. Ite afojane. Yalo nyim program World Bank projects so long. And these projects come with conditions, counterpart contributions. Ngalmeko LRR, certain developments it came through the World GAMWorks projects, through the World Bank and other stuff. GAMWorks is a government agency, right? And then obviously Atol Fanayala counterpart production, Fenkol Kele, contribution okay, World Bank funding ke do keta. Now the stakeholders in this is councils, World Bank, Gambia government. In that, So now after a whole project or launch, the good thing will be to invite the president and invite Fanang Alfanana Molu, but in Ali KMCM in Keolon Toyat. Ali Red Capital Le, Dabo Nata, Ibafala Dabo Futana, UDP Bafala Ale Fonsaje. The president got angry. And this is the truth. So now ko Almanta councils politicize la. Indirectly, Baroya Jelko Alioleke, and I think it's better I fale for.
Let us be frank. I think on a serious note.
Yeah.
Okay, Actually, no. From the other angle.
I was joking, but what I'm saying is, the stakeholders in this project is government, councils, and World Bank.
In fact, government is a critical stakeholder.
Okay.
To be frank.
Why were they not invited?
But in fact, okay, maybe I didn't. I cannot confirm that. I cannot confirm that for Talib I invite, for Talib I invite. But what I can tell you is, until we are very liberal.
Okay.
I can speak on behalf of my colleagues. Until liberal tele, until we feel we are liberated, we have that open mind. You understand? But did Barrow create the environment for Talib to see this is somebody who should take center stage in my development projects. Take example of the Mbalit project.
Yeah.
The struggle that boy went through with his municipality.
Yeah.
That man, sorry. Huh?
Yeah.
The struggle they went through to launch that project.
That was true.
What was government role in that?
Government charged them millions.
To claim, to be involved.
Yeah.
What did you do to get yourself involved? Government could have simply this
took ownership.
Municipality. You've done excellent. You've done history. It has never happened in this country.
Yeah.
Where are the trucks? Ports, give them clearance for duty waiver.
Duty waiver, yes.
Then, every one of us will be encouraged to even work with other partners to bring in things here for the benefit of our people. Today, those Mbalit trucks, who are they benefiting?
Me. Today, my house.
Benefiting the ministers, you and me.
I used to pay $300, $500. Now I pay $25.
So if you discourage me to have trust and confidence to work with you, these are some of the tendencies.
So can he appoint?
So, but I know for certain, Talib Bensouda will never deliberately isolate the president from what he is doing. I know that for certain. And not only Talib, all of us. But if you think you can isolate, if you isolate us and we walk in desperation to find our own way out, don't be surprised if we do not have confidence in getting you close to us. Because maybe it may not work our way. These are some of the things. I'll give you another example. Maybe you didn't get to that.
Yeah.
Because Ntolbe Santoro, you don't, Albucan sorry, I'm speaking too much in English.
Yeah.
But Ntolbe Santoro. But you don't be surprised, government important projects Tamakang in local government areas, the chairpersons are not in the picture.
No.
So, but absolutely interesting for no water.
Yeah.
Talib Bensouda, nanate Barrow isolate la. Nanate Barrow isolate, and all of us, nanate Barrow isolate la. But young isolate, young ridicule, like what happened in Basse. Our colleague was molested in front of everybody.
Yeah.
For that danger was brought to the ground. Mol nyat lo ka doya. Ya man nte confidence la. Ni lo la Barrow yamba askala menda malundilal. So if things like why are not people not talking about that?
Actually, we talked about it. So
how can you embarrass us and you expect us to work
with the point of
for how long?
Even saying that the meetings, especially in Buva Zone in Kanifing, the parliamentarians were not there to talk to their people. And for me, I was like, the tour is for the president to listen to the people. It's not for the parliamentarians to talk to the people. Okay? Now, and then at some point I was like, okay, it didn't follow a politicization, okay. The tour is a national issue. It's not a partisan political platform.
Yeah.
But you always turn it into a partisan political platform to your advantage and to the disadvantage of the opposition. Now, ni okay. Come man ko ka fmena ko keba di bikono lola ni mon meje fanan ike fanjele. Now, mbe example ojele. You gave an example of Fode Danjo. He was embarrassed.
Yes.
Omar Cisse ala campaigno Hamad Bana la politico tinya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Atata diamuda nyanda mimbe fala for Hamad Bana da diamuda after imako. Ale nyi menje teng ninga bilol sama na parliament pour que development sama na nyatela kabala. I didn't know la politico tinya wala nyama. He was embarrassed.
So nindol kata wa bengodo.
You fanante fanjela ko nyanta tala je. Sa ko nyim parliamentarian ol. Because ni la je bajela ko nyammanke yati. Ninna da jandro molbe embarrassed la. And we always see is MPP.
In fact, I mean for the maybe abuka futatema. But in Tolfana Mumolelt. And in fact, that is not too much an excuse. Purika invite la. Inside invite no la. Adu ngal ko invitation o ka extend la. But remember je nintol fanan tata je ngam fanje ko doya kono be doya kono moli e moment tombon ela comme misal nga exemple tantela ela ye carte of intele nte I won with the highest percentage during the local government election nte
yeah
amanga bakuti ya wana sa bari sa ndengata meeting lato ndengata wala ngata ela program lato kind of treated in a way that it may imagine nola a representative of the people of LRR LRR ko le carte of me ni mo mante soute ndengam fon soute so I behave like the people's representative in LRR so it's left to you niya recognize well bante ba recognize that so if you don't give me that respect and authority nta ba dilam fon la wala mu nyinti where necessary I excuse myself.
For how long will this continue? Because the reason why I say this is serious. Millions of taxpayer money talibi will use kata GRA kata purkala mutol bondino ke inaugurate. That how many million could have been used as a development project in KMC? B, I'm benefiting from those trucks. Before my house, every trip ni mototiol nata 250 on 300. Say, ekanale na suobe ko $25 is equal job. That is the simple benefit. Kununko le nata e bino di mobile na suol kono. Now imagine those millions me alonko ya spend on GRA. Ni oduninu KMC. Ten woma fansum project olti. Niaje Mansakonko woke political asab. That was clear and we said it kabraketa. Now ni woketa I also file ke talibla nin talib fane project ko soto ame kumandi because atol feel tel ko yar isolately alfanan ko no we are not also going to participate because he can do andile. For how long will this be sustainable? How good is that to us the ordinary people? Because no problem with it. Ning back and forth bay it affects the ordinary folks.
Let's I want to because I don't want to say this because it's not confirmed officially or whatever.
Yeah.
Because wala nambe abe kontano nung either Talib Bejang or somebody from
Talib ko
yes. I was told that they invited even the minister of regional government.
Yeah, I was told
I
that.
Told you, I told you Talib will never
not do that.
I was told
no, you know, I told you already.
Why would the president no, I don't think why would the president stand on a national platform like that and said they were not invited?
No, but I told this is not the first time President Barrow Kumo for me alonko being economical with the truth. The guy is always economical with the truth. This is not the first time.
Yeah, I told you this. I know my team, I know my people, and I know what we discuss. Until we do not have that personal problem. You understand? Until we came to work for the people of this country. You understand? But ni eventual obstacle to do that, then you will have a very difficult task. Because because we have that capacity to deny and say no when it is no, and say yes when it is yes, freely, despite of politics. We are not driven by such ego. No, where we think we should work, we will work with you. But if you don't want to work with us, you want to be an obstacle, we have find our way out.
But so I meant for
so
that.
Way out, and we are not. That's one thing should be clear also. I think that also is a disappointment for some people, including Barrow, is with or without, we are going, and we will go. You understand? With or without government, let me say it clearly.
You will go.
We will go. And because we are determined to go. Because
you will bring development to your people.
We will bring development to our people. You understand? Because that's the orientation. Ko ninto me ma ko ninto man lo nyune te fenke nola. You understand? And that we want to prove that wrong. Until we are not that cohort that will entirely rely on government to do what we are supposed to do. Of course, government is our primary stakeholder. I must be very frank.
Yeah.
But if government is not ready to take up its responsibility, we have one client. So it's a matter of working with us. But if they fail to spearhead it, now because we are moving and you are jealous or you are somehow desperate or and you want to blame, we will not take it. We will not even take those blames.
So Barrow saying,
you understand?
Barrow Paretal Kamal Ako, he's going to appoint administrators in KM and Banjul. Yes, I know there are laws in this country, but the fact of the matter is these laws can be changed. And Barrow has a majority, a simple majority at the National Assembly. ya miracle nayo administrative nayo lual falling I will implement. How is that going to affect Alamol in KM and KM and Banjo?
Okay.
Ako'y bira project so based on bala wala true wala say. So saying atol 90% to ikamin dundala project ko kono atinako tek.
No. In fact, already that has been proven to be wrong. So ngawoto tuje 90% la ko ngawala ndi.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand. But men kumara for me it's not even important for the governor appoint already there are governors in other regions.
Yeah.
And so what? You understand? Yeah, long dunia, let me, with all due respect to the President of the Republic, baro manke komen elara le president mu o Banjul president o UDP la president o NPP la president o another party la president. Gambia la president mu baroti.
Yeah.
And we want to respect him for that. Yeah. So because of that, any simple thing, any smallest thing, même kabwata bulo ngaji kele ko nyanna tarla kantarenne ay tara tembering ama nyanna kala kuti me alon ka nyanna kala jefe kuoti to be frank mi kon tenata be mu nyaton kolti adu nyaton ko ka nyaton ko buñale yajale lafta buñala o kan be gambe be timbo mento we already know every day Minister of Finance be kumbola jang fengol dabe la fala be economic problem la ko nangam wanka Gambia damat teninte say instead of it tra dépense kundu kan be nyin kelola mina fon la side dollar ite ko be dépense la fala ni governor appointa Mansakunda be moto sanna governor en Mansakunda officer la governor o officer ren
about office setup la
be murle personnel governor ni membe do ko kala wolbena mune jarta wala because mune mu ina da KMC la bendindiro me nyabo. It's all about that. That's the bottom line. No, in fact, people don't have time for that.
No, chairman.
Project launching from. It's not my concept. That crowd thing all the time. Woman can tell a concept. Important. For me, even if I have projects, sometimes I just go there one day and I have a project handing over. But in project launching, want to bend for what? President of the region of Kaka always in that grand style. Fatou, the amount of fuel, the mobilization, more men beke la do kolbula, or more ben yantara la dimbal danina. What an fuara is entrenched in this country. Because people spend their time.
Let me say this. Why do we even have to welcome presidents?
Because he's the president of the republic.
I'm coming.
So Madungana Kumojini, Mr. Jai. So that Banjul Ninjang Anganying may propel bendindiro ni meeting maybe mamul sota nyama. You understand? He will need munela. He can equate a mulia kachal. You mentioned any wole kacha, but because imam happy wala and you go wild. You understand? With all this because governors, I tell believe muneti. And that I can apologize if I am wrong. I can apologize to him. I tell believe muneti. Well, I mean, nimina governor we mobilize. Yetambendu. Nimina governor we mobilize. Yetandanda. What fundamental role are governors playing in the development of this country? Tell me.
And I want to get
what fundamental role in the development process? So there is one way. ACTCO, every development project should go to the local government authority. New worketa, new government yo kuleke onyama. Then that systematically and automatically, where jitan leko governor la role there, now the president benuti. Rima role so.
I want
so
to say
why do you continue spending with mina governor lolo la patenge? Nsemena phone wala mnyindi konte mang omamu jama tora. Bari aka murundi komale. Na local government reform process, owe o sabotage lale. Adum fana ben na development na yirwa bunda aba amurunda komale aba atefon la Mansakonko atefon ni ngani follow menata pour nga banko yirwande through a proper governance system aba o fana sabotage lale. You know, we have to build legacy around good practices. You cannot be operating on crisis and bad practice. You know, we have to learn our lessons. I think Malajumalka advice wala bari mbedani rokela. I am appealing solely. They will not help.
I think one thing, this is very important in the sense that neither appointment because the Local Government Act is very clear on that. Except for Banjul and KM, governors or administrators, whatever you call them, can be appointed in other regions. But the they can do amendment.
Review, amendments.
Amendments And I meant for January, because at some point you can question, okay, Fabe Kinola, January, Fata Kinola. We know it takes time, but there's also an emergency certificate that you can give, and so fast track me to change that. But I think this is very problematic. If there is anything to do in the Local Government Act, is to remove these governors. Sorry for my language, but they are useless. Useless in the sense that these are political stooges to the president or to the government. Local government level, what do you mean by I have to appoint people to represent the government? The chairman and the mayors are there as local government authorities. They are working closely with the people, indirectly representing the central government. That every community government, as NPP government, all the authorities and local government have to be from the NPP. Local government authorities should be elected, in my view. They should not be appointees. Once they are political appointees, a being more interaction affect because not everybody is from the same party. So people should have the opportunity to elect authorities at the local government. It is the same way, the same opportunity that should be accorded to the people to elect their representatives at the local level. It's a wastage of state resources. Yeah, sure. This local government, this is colonial. We still maintain it. Jamaica a federal system. We don't have a federal system in this country. You go to America, you have governors, right? You have senators. Why do we have a small country like the Gambia? Not even up to 2.5 million. You have chairmen, you have mayors, you have CEOs, you have CEOs, you have National Assembly members. Yeah. You also have governors. For what? We don't need these governors. They are wasting taxpayers' money.
The new act that was reviewed, I'm sure that has taken care of most of those things. And it cannot be validated because, quote unquote, some of the things it will be envisaged, that tendency of dictatorship and that autonomy tendency, power gripping tendencies, will new acting. So nobody is interested. I validate.
Even the Constitution.
So you can see selfishness at its peak, because it is a convenience. You think that act, if it is enacted, it is a convenience very useful, power very useful, and the autonomy of others be increased. You suppress. A whole ministry, a whole government mechanism, more than 1 year to 2 years, just to enact an act. Just to validate an act, is still holding.
It's not only that. Do you know that the security, because the kind of reform member is important. All these reforms, the security sector reform make a member. The Office of National Security is currently is established, but there's no act that is legally operating that institution, that office.
It's not been established.
The security sector reform cannot go anywhere because all these so-called policy documents, national security strategy, national security policy, security sector strategy, all these useless policies are there, but there's no law to ensure that the Office of National Security operate accordingly. Yeah. This national security advisor cannot operate in line with any act in this country. Yeah. It's all lying there. President of Menke control anything that will just, and then if you talk about in terms of the appointment of these, governors for KM and Banjul, I don't get the sense in it. There'll be economic situation going to be. I think the president should be thinking, just recent, but the government has confirmed that the World Bank has approved or confirmed $20 million budgetary support to the government. $20 million.
What about them? Thank you for a grand deal. IMFB, science, before we came.
$68 million for tourism.
Yeah. Maybe
we're talking about just Kunung. The reports are out there. $137 million is went unaccounted for. National Disaster Management Agency is ordered to pay that money by the FPAC. All these things are happening in the country. All that the president can say, Banco Koleabe Dula Belto. Yes, Koleabe Dula Belto. What are you doing? What measures are you putting in place? You want to appoint administrators. And instead of reducing or cutting down cost, sometimes I don't know what kind of human being he is. Malanjumaleka advice, but he is misinformed. No. I have to say this because these days I'm really very mad. I'm mad in the sense that I feel like this is not even the country for me, because we have a president who is very petty, with a lot of petty talks. Who cares about that? So those are petty talks. We have very important pertinent issues that the president should talk about. These petty talks, who cares? If you go out on a tour, you have nothing to tell the people because a tour people are they are desperate. In a very terrible economic situation, rampant corruption in this country. It except to tell us that the hardship, the solution is for us to work. For it, are you more hardworking than that woman? Yeah, not. I'm very mad these days in the sense that this country kata jamming on non-destination bank motilinka world. Tuba karanuka feel le ko nata tata dorong ate place do mara. Atele barakata atele dinkende ata mol beti ite man dinkende ya menkalo police menkalo tilo kono aka doko ka from morning for suto e man dinkende ya musoti meala ka dingol bula laran kan 4 am at night wala suba akata marisoto you are no more hard working than them suñaron bebe en banko kan tilimbali am bebe en banko kan corruption everything abe fan ya fo abe tuba karandum all these office holders you tell about these public officials we're talking about $137 million in this country. $668 million is when accounted for. All the COVID-19 for Jumala be tinyani bankoka. Ya beka corruption to lungo lu sunyaro. And you think you are more hardworking than Yakaf Moleko. What we should do in this country is to work. That 75% of the population are not paying tax.
But these are statistics that they give to the president.
Well, statistics, Lord.
And I think, but for the president to advocate for a tax joe, that is right.
I tax joe. Ala healthcare and dola ka take care na be tamala banko ka nim banko ben dola ka take care ala ndawala ala bunko ala suwo kono lungo state house dola ka take care people are paying tax niko tax ala faham role do yata
no but a business but he was a businessman before president
business as president
but he was a business
for wolem ko ndol ka tax jole niko tax sales tax be jele income tax be jele business tax be wala property tax be jele ñim tax be ka jo banko kanne ata be tax jo o man ko ngata da ko no pour afo
Leadership point. Sometimes, yes, when you are so much loaded with unnecessary information, yes, in the sense, you listen to everybody with everything. Why is he so much petty with petty talks? Okay, I don't have any cause to comment too much on that. But I'm coming from my own point of view as a leader.
Yeah.
When you entertain too much of unnecessary information, what unnecessary information can lead into utterances, because you are probably compelled to discuss them. So some of these are that. Some of them are unnecessary. You cannot talk about them in public. Nga kacha dol fo rohilo yaje le Usain Dabo invite o talibes yala le nyin ka wala ma Usain mo kuma balde banko kande let me just categorically say that pourquoi Usain Dabo invite ka red carpet fenae wo data le a data is very prudent, you understand, and like any other important person in this country, and in fact probably everybody in this country is important. Ka red carpet fenae moye wo kuma yatale adon Usain Dabo mu molti mi alon ko ni red capito kuma fena wo jartal because a jarta la le ni banko kanja hani dunia kono dunia be al na Usain Dabo men ni banko kam so ka red capito fene we wo data le fo talibula fena e bang fo baro fo a jarta baro fo red capito fene Usain Dabo. Yes, and I'm not saying ko moma nyana fere la modo e mo sa fene modo fane ya fene modo fane but na fene because in this case ala nyin ngaro ko men Usain Dabo to men son daje ani UDP call yes a jarta halal because they are special guests to that event. Ila special guest, you can treat as a special guest. What is wrong with that? So
follow-up question.
No, before you come
over. Party leader from ko. Cabral ka alkata alkuma di bunko na ko alkana councils politicize.
Government council politicize.
So now tara mo be yellow dungale red cafe usenda madama.
No, let me tell you this. Mbalit launching. I am very much prepared to talk about that. Although left a deviate but since you provoke my nerves, I am going to talk about it. We went to KMC launching, Mbalit launching. You've seen how KMC was jubilating with APRC and others. So this is how vibrant and how liberal Ntola mind is. If I have programs, I invite all the parties. All the parties, okay, invite them. You understand? So, those things cannot come from the president. Even now I observe, or more like five, the best internal opinion. Beginning, but I ask Galga president. If things like that I observe, or more like a sauna idea, what is wrong in he calling Talib or calling us or inviting all of us? President Muntol Kotoldi, Han President Yafo Itaila Karla, Chairman Nalia, Ntol Nimbe Banko Kanya, Banko Ada Bankold. If President Cisco and Katanyami Amanyabo, Muna say public, Muna President in Tolkumanda for Ndoke, Yebonga Jamason on Kumanda. If he feels in fact, that will be more embarrassing. Mbemala Najeko he, Namenga Kotola Makeku. Nadia Munabadi Mung, told not to be Maralad. But if he is so much concerned and he wants these issues to be addressed, this is the way he should have done it. It's not to go in public angrily saying it. Somebody is eating nyankatanga swokon. You understand? Maybe so those are not progressive ways of solving problems. Progressive ways of solving problems are not a problem. I don't identify it as a problem. I don't identify it. But not a problem as a leader, if you command the concerned people want to modo me aranko adi like the minister. Yeah, commander file dinol command. Need a phone command. We table it, we are family. Central government and local government is a family. We table it, but did he even go further to ask our minister, why this? You understand? We have a ministry, so why is Barrow not going through that minister to address the issues? Fakana ko jump, akada fode da mujanjo kelen dijana, wanda akada Talibu attack jana, or akada Rohilo attack Fenjoka. Some of those things are not acceptable. So going forward, you understand? So we have a ministry. Ministry, we have a line ministry. Let him use the official channels to address issues. But it is going to be embarrassing. Put a public media like that in public gathering. In fact, we are not there. Blow up like that to threaten, even to an extent of threatening Banjul. I'll take Jayela now. I'll chavo some majan. Even Hananya na Kerr Nyafong, if a chavo some idea. But ni okay, ila dino besila lelale. Misalve besila lelale misalve. Why don't you call them Yafo Kondoke? I'll not call Keteng. Now you do Alboita, but you do Aloke, but you do Alaketa. That is going to be more productive. So ntela mira loto lemde mbedani local president I'm begging, because it seems a lot of information can president kan adu akebere consume, and president himself also is too much consumed by politics. Ntela mira lo multi politico ya mutababa kele to an extent that ateka operate only within politics. In the context of politics, we have something bigger than that. We have the Gambia. Na Gambia so Gambia warta tol bela political. Gambia warta NPP, Gambia warta UDP, Gambia warta Doite and others. So nimbe doko ngam fakilo fanundi nga political nga lani karafolo ngam fango je control mo Gambia le doko la. So isaja I've been told treat not fairly, nga treat fairly. Then nga doko. So ntenga mem mira. President I information on men kan e kasiala to mando wan tobe nyaadon kolde waro kata yena ya ho ni audio la moy ba esa ko ete fo mon kala wande audio la moy wala ni ko ite boda hatula sado fo mon la bosoro non sa ne no to mo inte billahi inte fenjo membulo whatsapp group men in my name I nani sila fo dul fo asiara maybe men beje go and do a survey, ask them for landing kadiamu jannaba o akela moy ni ngal la moy bi on jama ma banna salleng o special event ngana ngol kondon, because munem a time motem adu mo ka mo fane informal. So this unnecessary information na tre kanay kang, and which I think, and I can apologize if he says no, ni unnecessary information jama kane kan ni dinul nyaay bu ko ne la bendula e me buñale wande fenk wol dol dandi kuma ni na ndal nga baro buñal de I can tell you for certain nga buña bagala dum nte ba continue ka buña bari na system o sama me alon ka ni silo deviator ndol we are working on proper governance and decentralization and also to develop our people nim ko deviator from what no you not
okay now going forward Altara Supreme Court ale challenge you challenge number 1 mi alon ko no na ba nyama January tenno Mansakunda nyanta atol be nyanta bola councils le Mansakunda e caretaker mol natinam purka for the next 3 months before election ale will challenge also to change the electoral cycle from 5 to 4 and also puru ale sembo soto na la tamala ale tama without approval from the minister ngamra nyisa bolo yeah ale will challenge. I am an advocate for one thing wolonko tonya nim president na karrefa akasile fo karrefa lungo na winta I continue na man continue I na ma win aita wo is député bole nyama kala mandate labanne that should be accorded to every official and I think that is the right move but more anim fanam ka election cycle bondi nyokoto because ne yaje me nyim falinu pour ka fon suit we all know ko akita no wala that's why I said there were need for changes but good step you guys did this and also some autonomy because nga jele non call do rest no jam foro hiloye safero ke ko ya approve ma approve be tamalal because sometimes I feel like alka request or send ministry le very important things me alonko you could bring income to your councils ibuka approve so because of relationships labang abe nyaming mimmu to nyati wala central government ni local government ñoo jële ko political la itolle marta central government la itolle marari Mansakunda ringo la nga ñoo kele isaje ko ñime suri na ñina ñu fana be sulari nga ñoo tapu mo ise mo do no damindro yata wolbe kering so altata Supreme Court ñimbe diala what was the motivation and how did it feel kabirin Supreme Court ya foko ngajele celebration or keta what was the motivation for all of this?
Well, thank you very much. Very clearly is it was a big win, but it was not a win against government.
Yeah.
Let me make that clear. Ndolman tangi land pour ning government ye no saba or ning government ye kele ndolnga win it will. This is a win for all of us.
Yeah.
It's a win for all of us and in fact the central government becomes the primary duty. Yeah, and democracy promoter, rule of law, yeah, good governance promoter. Everybody become a beneficiary.
Yeah.
And the primary beneficiary is the central government. You know, sai mol bulale, sai maralo soniatale, sai hani alkalo kul ka fute malekela, idabula na kul kon. Janni bente to fole be president to fole. Be ba fole president ole wo facility. So ngai me winteng, of course it was again with the state.
Yeah.
But mbele dabula na ko kon. Because ima for UDP chairman si ala UDP da mamna ke chairman adun councilor fana manke UDP ko dammat councilor fana manke NPP ko NRP ko dammat bebe jele say jumala benefita mbele benefita okay and again I don't say I know I'm going to say one thing some people are disappointed because ngalo nako some people have brandished and police their shoes to march to the
mall appoint already mall fenkel already caretaker
interim governor interim
caretaker
mayors they are disappointed. This is how well we are ready and serious to take measures to get this country on a right footing. You understand? We are inspired by our own selves. How inspired we are. Don't follow them find inspire. You understand? I told you, bring that. 96, you make a sign good today. Until we draw a position paper, you know, all upon. But in the end, single out, you find Nigeria time of CRC, new constitution of failure. Act may along Salvegla, act can still not be validated. So Najeko time out again. So in that position paper, few things pick up, make a priorities in Asamba court. But you will be surprised. Even these three things, file. To put up a bill for a file in the National Assembly, but the same thing is gathering dust. You can understand. We put up our plan B. Plan B is to go to court. We have every means to go to court on a lot of occasions, on a lot of things. But the problem, we are also sensitive to the conditions of the country. Amanche ko central government da manya no for. Wana yal ne ko na banko court. No, like somebody will think ko ku jama be nyana banko nyana Mansakunda sama court. But ni Mansakunda sama ko Mansakunda belong to all of us. And don't fana yal ne ko Mansakunda fana challenges le so. Constraint so le. Misal fe na 25% fenjo. Mansakunda is not giving it. Yeah. Go to court. And sama si sama court. But we are all operating within the same Mansakunda. Ngalo ne ko Mansakunda kole akol so 25% on niko ba mitla. Other sectors be problems so. So alinga do mandoma. Banko ka develop gradually. Alinga all to do man. And other man there are other grants. Many alan ko be laari nje Mansakunda nya ne dilan nala. Bani ayen ka ol fengi bari comme ile nyin court ndara court ka yin fengi because munemu is unconstitutional. It is also not in line with democracy. It is against human rights. So we cannot let that go. Court.
Mol minuko. Al silata minna wolom ning interim chair. Al koma minu bije be minu bondil na very politic time wolom. Ning interim chairman nata baro me appoint na procurement process dol jale minu je iba fintindale atandi molla. Iko even when you guys are worried about some of these things.
Yes, maybe more you been for. Ni me more bafola. You don't know so because life in the past. Interim committee kasori. So I come anyame. Moli men bina. Moli banda ol George Wall. Ye na interim committee. Ye na ye some of those. Ndole do ko ngena le ko ndole la fault jibela. Because you'll have to approve more kind of cut off into the next. Because remember, interim committee president will be selected. Or his mechanism. They be selected. So of course they will have allegiance to the president and his cause. But kumada, in me as a person and also as a Gambian, mbajela ko new wol fanan keta. Ode mbajela ko interim committee members fanan we are still failing. Because ni ete keje ite mentara ite sida menoro na be sila kendo ke nyana bula o sila kendo na mata sila kendo ka e sila kendo muta pour ye fondement la isa e memina ni wona rek marob so ba ni na ya be jahas misal be nata you empty the bank accounts because yalla ko be 3 months to you empty the bank accounts in the sense yeta some of these unnecessary projects ke pour ite fanan tosi for in and link it to ila godfather, okay, so that ite ni wo be tosi for ale account empty or ale na ale call dig. In fact, procurement ni all dig for us. That's okay because accountability and transparency can never be compromised. Ni all dig, if it is genuine, let it go. Yet are genuine, yet go, let it go. Yung audit, yung procurement fenjol jube. That's okay. What is in line with the law, but unnecessary expenditure or yana ale misbehave. That is what we are talking about, which we don't expect any genuine Gambian who will take over as interim committee. Do sifakela. But ala enda handi. Moja wabi jikiring, investiring. Dole beje fo ekeje area council dan na leke fam kundungun. Dole beje ka mo. Dole honestly, eka do eka sami me bon la jafa. Sami me bolaje. They jubilating. But what? Muna jarta wala. You understand? After all, until be for time, Yeah. You understand? But these are bad laws, and you cannot blame those people. Maybe they're also looking for that. But more important, these are political positions. If you think you are fit enough, jani bita ngir la fenjono.
Do you
jani la temporary appointment for interim committee. Tete ure na lo political ngalo.
Yeah.
If you believe in yourself and you think you can contest, go and look for position. Go for independent. We meet in the arena.
In the arena. Esa, this ruling, landmark ruling, it only a lot of people will say it only shows definitely the judiciary independence by the Nyinda Mante, Ngajele Supreme Court. Dobi any ruling dolke nite benna wala bari for the past couple of years the consistency ngaminjeje. Most importantly, Yakumba versus the president, Ngajele Lota, he believed minna, ikomimuluati yatandi. And then obviously they threw the petition out. People thought they should be technical, but it is the Supreme Court and people accepted it. Nimfanang, even though Iba Foloko indirectly is not against the president, but technically is the state, is the local government versus the state. So Supreme Court, the judiciary la independence mi alonko for the past many years, mol kawale kumboko former administration ye judiciary la use ka molu tora nyimbankoka ngaminje Supreme Court to in many cases walonko tonya independence de.
Yeah, well, judicial independence, well, tilingo bundala fansototi. In the sense that, in the past regime, that is the Jame government, what we saw, big kakawolamuko, judicial more independent sort of, mercenary judges, as we call them, But then with the change of government in 2016, 2017, what we expected was we will move to a new direction in the so-called New Gambia. And I think that is what we are seeing at some point. There's a modicum of, at least, independence of the judiciary. Sometimes cases are ruled against the state. And this state has lost not only Yakumba and this one, but we have seen, a few cases that they have lost. So that also builds the trust and confidence in the judiciary. It's not only good for our jurisprudence, but it's also good for our democracy. It's also good for, like you said, the prevalence of the rule of law, but also, good governance in the Gambia that we all want. So these are things that they are very important, and I want to commend the local government authorities for challenging this. Because for me, it's not only about Palasoni, who lives and who comes there as the interim or whatever, but it's about ensuring that il assemble ila kango fana soto ebulu because come for la decentralization is very weak in the sense that we are talking about even the governors akamelfo they're answerable to who? The minister. These people have to take clearance from the minister. Then they can travel. They cannot even fire their own staff. Exactly. So even and parliamentarians don't need these things. President of the same continue So I mean these are crazy laws. I understand from how we can have these laws in a progressive state These are some of the laws many have fallen away from day one. To bring a change of government. These are first things that should have changed. If the draft constitution had come into being, then some of these things could have been added. But some of these laws could have been changed.
This is what I was saying.
But somebody is on them.
Exactly.
In the ministry, I would say, because we have a line ministry. Mayor should have a proactive role, just like other ministries are doing, to become seen and vibrant. And that is to do some legal adjustments. Mayor it's a ministry for now. But I don't know. In the cabinet, Barok, the feedback he's getting from the Ministry of Lands and Local Governance. So that is another thing. You understand?
So, but all former minister, all new woman thinking back. But all new minister, it seems like there was some good starting. But in I started like a code for so I don't know. But I saw a very good start with him. KMC, and I saw some very good startup. I don't know why.
Because of our experience as he was one time governor.
I think the current minister has some good experience, or less otherwise. He's deviated, just like we will see. You can see any other good guy in the system, but not at the corridors of power is something else, which is phenomenal in this country. Wombe olone ko nyimbanko bonya ini de mostra sirinjane ay tara tonya ka ay silo clinic dum fokan nada la sudia da mansala sembola drong I change but like you all said he started good, but my point is not that ministers are political appointments.
Yes, they are.
But they are technicians on the ground. They should dictate the technical operations of that area, of that sector. So that's the problem. Old man can minister for la core function. You understand? Minister liga kata. Mansakunda na te ko. We will have to come with an NDP. We will have to establish local government reforms. One political will. If that is done, the technical operation should be done by the technicians.
That's true.
You can understand?
That's true.
So if that is not happening, of course, Minister carried the vision. But the technicians should have done their job. If they feel if they think that is the right thing. But for me, I don't point any finger at any minister. I point my finger at the permanent secretary and his staff. I have to be very specific about that. And that doesn't mean I have any beef with anybody. But in that stage, we are past that stage. As it is. So that is so I have to make it very clear. Minister Nata, he has done something. Me alonko is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And when you saw Sumaya back, until minister namananta until Jube na councillor, you'll be surprised. Yala mo bula na kumokon. But did Barrow ask his ministers whether they are even visiting the local councils?
Well, this
man came. Hana mankaro kaje. He went all around to the. At least that is a motivation.
Yeah. But so
all other things can also come. Good. So if people are more for man serious about it.
Yeah.
Local governor, area council, it serious about it. If we are serious about, but
finally,
let me repeat it. More serious though, legal framework we cannot tamper and interfere with that.
Yeah.
But we will work hard benefit during our time from the little knowledge we know and the little skills we have to involve other partners and stakeholders, work in the best interest of our people. Government, recognize, is fine. Nima recognize, we still try to make them recognize and work with us. And our doors will always be open.
Finally, ngal ne ko yekata le time mi fondi na bantale bari yalong e telephone be kasha kan you you're so passionate about it, right? But finally,
you can provoke.
Finally from me, I think from Esa also.
I'm done.
Esa I'm right now. Yala I'm sundi right now. I'm fenye na man ka smooth. Finally, yalom ko be tata na political. Alla pati leader na ka chaso to la ko nyoko ngai ko local government ko be nyaade la ko ela ra ni win telefa pare tan ngai ko itele ti te ko nyoko ela rar mun na fixed deposit leti presidential election amanke wo nyama nata local government repeat af LRR faratale LRR mankala fixed deposit again. How confident are you? The truth is min keta barola député carte fayo ate sonna e kala ka Banjulu lose, ka KMC lose, ka West Coast lose, ka tafo foni. Amam fen soto je, barote sonna wala. Are you prepared? How prepared are you guys? Atolu as a party, but you as an individual. How prepared are you for this election?
Anyway, the information nga dalata la pareta.
Dalata.
Nga dalata le. Adun ala de maroto na patio memu UDP ye na dala ya umtala. So that is one development left informal men all mean apply le and it so happened that ndamala not apply and my party endorsed me.
Okay.
Ndala preparation is in the hands of my people. Memo le staff come for 4 complete years now. At the level ni confidence on the yambulaje ni malafi nga tambi nyara fana yamboni je. Bari ndala kato ni na lodla ndebe wota kanne wala mu nyinti ko na preparation o mu nyile nga kata ni menke no LRR ko liye nyim fo yeso kono wala mun na sembe round be sembe wala dimbe jikiri wala baro kola na political strategies fana already is in place be mena wrong be batu wala kaji be mba ko findinila ya understand
yaman so be mo la follow
mol tol fota la bari ma hayle ko findin la meme ya ko findin
o ka murule
bari membe jedon ndolo pare no comme même fo fixed deposit remains fixed. No, it remains fixed deposit. All politics it can même for all politics are at grassroots. Ndi am a grassroots operator. You understand?
Na nema operator la presidential.
Na presidential of course. Operator, you understand? Politics goes with strategies. You understand? And a lot of things happen. Ngala ninko mbo debate here open another 2 hours or more. But remember fole wo huolu ngol fundawol jamala suki. Ngala ne ko yekkene mo Senegal parlement la para mulete je. Akay dula men fon to lela dulam jamala kira njama kuta njuru mew wala be wala mon to la border line with kabadati. Isatol be kabadal e be kabada Senegal. And nobody can debunk that. You understand? But we have been together for so long. Mote fit knowing misunderstanding someone told me world tema and the mal tema. We will address it accordingly. This is assurance deal. But apart from that, in within, Molier, I remember them coming December 2021 election, presidential election, and National Assembly election, mistake all the keraje. Adu Molier, many along ko mistake all ke will fall mistake all je. Many fana marke yala the mistake all keradamento. Adu we have already taken care of that. Remember, presidential election akera lumena. A day or 2 days later, we call a regional conference. Regional conference, in our bureau. We have a very big bureau. Mobe sita jelenga najube hello katadament. Adu hello katadament. 2 days, only 2 days. Adu imagine kavol lusta wolo na ntonga party le fana fonka. Because bring a now problem all based on this is where it all went wrong. Mbere mpare nga party ko suto. Ma party le kaje fo police na la nyanyanje. But ntolu paretala. Nga na dala parendle adung nga na strategies landile and one thing we will put up a surprise because momo ko be lolan fe ni be careful, you will spend your money lavishly.
Esa. Akana ke seko maron ko yoko Fatou. Ngo akana ke otire.
No.
Alpareta.
Ate kena LRR remain UDP stronghold. Well, there is no doubt about that. Ngo ina mistake wala keta. Ado mistake hadin ndonyolu on the other side.
Unless it's fixed, we will still say.
If I look mistake wala keta. Because mune keta ndamali kamfata nyok or maybe we will not have time to go into all this, but na mistake wala keta. Dunga rectify.
Inshallah. Esa, ibe programa sornamento le obe sunte loto.
Hani nde kamfara so.
Kamfara hani ate obe kamfara nyi wato ko esa kamfara. Honorable naka ibe programa sornamento le bari ngol min be jibela nga suntu da fejira la UDP ngol ibe diamo la jangi be jandi ibe diamo la dorong yale tolu ila call siat.
Be programa sornamento men na UDP ngol konto na bake mbeten la mbe jayla both home and diaspora. Men be so kono jam men be they are passionate.
Yeah.
Amanche ko politiko da malam UDP nyo kanola beje so am so wala atina beri ni nje jang ibaje la mo jama comment la amanche fanko maybe ngalondi la soto o nga any special fenkole kejang but nyo kanoni passionate attitude of my colleagues and in party members wala ka be sabu bari mbe konto na mbe tent la mbe jaila ni aje we've come this far is because of them and in Kanuntewolo. Of course, let me make this very clear. Na Kanuntewolo be jewol man ka UDP called. Wala nanko will put up a surprise. You understand? Kanuntewolo be je ni wolte party killing. Kanuntewolo be jewol man tra politiko fan kono mu meke fan. Ya jela. Bare comme bankola jarta modol ya. Isi dabula kodol ko wante si support asata ni man tra party killing. Wallahi nde nga ala tantu modol fan be je ibenna other side of the political venture but ni ka nyom moy lan ka kolike adon o mukan na kaf nyaati nya ado ka na ngi sawndi o yen sound ndani modulo ka sinyo kan sometimes na daily venture ka ta blato ni man ta particular but ni fule ba na particular and we do everything together but ndela politiko be wala nyama ndeka politiko ko nyama nte fe ko na socialization also which is outside politics nim politiko na mo moy la politiko nim pareta mbeben na jarta nga ñoo saba do man ni na jarta fa nga ñoo fa sa fa ndela dol kam fa sa man kan ni man particular bari yang kanu le kanu so ngol beten ngi jay nga na party wala leadership ngi congratulate ngi tentu ngi jay coming out from a very successful congress
na kuma kin man tara tulu wala ya mun keta esa ide mala fikima congress diamola because time wala tije bari yela congress to ko min be keta wo congress to ni nga ma jang
ani ben be fongal kuman la na
parti leader wala bina
ana kumol Sanneh
parti leader fay na congress
alfa na congress diara
aja hastal congress dunte ñoko
yalong wala ma diani
atoli ko alka for United Democratic Party bari kabra congress botala do laftal to falinal iko democracy tije ika dunte ñoko non
united ñoko non
yala team was on the ground there was some time me along ko you almost will see bullets flying. You understand? But there was immediately, never more enjoy. To be frank, let me be frank. Never more enjoy. But that's the beauty of the dynamism in UDP. Nimbe nyola e kamunta ko ninja wala.
Salmanke United dunta nyokono party.
No.
Almanke wot.
No, kirika. Kirika wodi to.
Nimbe party leader fongole natila. Ya election o banta. Party leader mba fongole ko wala jang.
Nala ne molu ba jube kanne. E ka foko yode. But mun keta. Just within the same instant when we were bitterly arguing, just 5 minutes or less or more, a little bit more, sabalo be keka mendon.
Opposition party mol kanyo sa place wala.
But that's the dynamism because there is energy.
Platform campaign.
There is energy and there is also enthusiasm and there is also patriotism. Everybody think I have a role to play in the development of this country through my party. Ajube mbe kuma kelem fole ajube mol men ni na te place di mol men. Modol na de campaign ni la profile ni a commencé ka itandi drone ni de siri kam de fele na man si class.
No, honestly I saw some people like
ni make ko babala na man si na class
like Dr. Lamin Mane nyolu and Lamin Sanneh nyol, these are new people.
These are people you can never doubt their competence. And these are the people we need. Pour Kanabanko, not people many alanko they will be political stooges or they will be political just representations, but they will not participate and they will not even give good ideas. You understand? Look at the high table or look at the national executive. From a random look at all of them. I manage a profile Look at all of them. You will agree ko UDP is so rich. And what happened in Saba Palace, like no, because we all think we are all eager to participate in the political dispensation of this country. And it's not only men, you will be surprised to see women. You see the likes of, let me not mention men, but you see women coming to take the podium forcefully and announce ko until you understand? With authority. And that is what we want. Because we must have that good representation of quality women in politics.
Party leader, finance in Congress or Kola. But one thing I must say though, I love the the enthusiasm in the party. Yes. I asked somebody, for executive kamojo katunga minje. Katunga minbeje. Nula party Congress to as if more president but I don't know what is that. I don't know, maybe is
we created that. You understand? It is not by mistake. It's designed.
Okay.
For us to create an environment where people will fight for their position. You cannot just come of course, there were positions that were unanimous, and that unanimous doesn't mean
for 2026. That one was secretary for 2026. Okay,
that's what we agreed on.
Okay,
we agreed by law. He'll be there for 2026.
Okay.
So you can contest and challenge it, no problem. Okay. But this is what we have decided by Congress. Yeah. Congress is the biggest
authority of the party.
Of the party.
Yeah.
So, but let me thank my party folks for entrusting me with the authority to be the Secretary, Auditor General of the party, and also for that very successful conduct of General Congress. Once again, it has shown a lot of maturity, dynamism, energy, and patriotism in UDP. And that we pray that continue from strength to strength. Na party leader, Bakondono Bage, ala Usendawo, ala leadership Nyafale. If it were some Molman member all the Canadian, but it will take him a word to say, I'll see. And people will sit down. That is leadership. And he doesn't even need to shout too much. As I I'll see, my expect Marateng, then everybody go quiet. It's authority, it's respect. That's what we give to our party leader. And we shall always give that respect to our party leader. Because that's what he deserves in this country. Well, after this respect, you see us in broad daylight.
Ngana do water ne tunda to ko mo kaja do ali ko so yalla molma
hani sonna
sako dabo hana
ku ge mu ka so yama
no ba ko be jangal kama waro le fatu ka sama nyana ka ba afraila
ninte ngoke ika ku ke na comment so ko
ika ka la pati de sama so na ngala jibe ka nan ka kampala
anene ko la ko nyobali te do ijibi mu ne iko ke they always call you wala comment so ko Well, particularly the public official. I didn't got question already.
But yala niya ama ikatra je.
I think for the fair don't abuka for there's limitation. That's what we are. There is no limitation. So, but thank you so much, Landing, and I want to.
So ngal fanante nungal jay. Nga yala ngat le son kan lal.
Definitely.
Al kan tolo muda local authorities lady. So al kan treat as local. Madam to jam fara bari wado do ale mol dispaje na ya yen fara so being an opportunity wala na mfonga time ndi fon tamita wala so thank you very much for the page for the opportunity and thank you very much for reaching out to us so our doors are open and we are available anytime you want to have discussions with us. Thank you. Thank you
very much, Honorable Mbetentulo Mbejana Lanika. Tonya Bilenga reached out like in the middle of the day and he accepted to come even though I ordered engagement so we want to thank you very much. Definitely, he has always said this. I think Tolfanang as media, we should improve upon that to go to local, regional areas. Jefaran Jibe Minbe Kere, KMC in Birkawan in Banjul da Mamanke Gambiati. But in Bitayalong, LRR Mandia.
I think
they
should change the name.
Local
government to regional government.
LRR Mandia. LRR Mandia.
Next city of this country.
Honestly, we would definitely come. I promise
to come.
Before elections, we will definitely come to see some of the things you're doing, Inshallah. And we can see why the people of LRR need to. I promise I will be the person myself who will come there. So we can organize a town hall. I will try to do that, organize a town hall in all the regions. Yes, hopefully we get a sponsor for that, but I promise I will definitely do that.
Please do that.
And I want to say that definitely because of these local government issues, I will have a one-on-one with Lamin J. Dabo. He's very knowledgeable with local government and he's very passionate about this. So I'm going to have him on Monday to talk about this ruling in particular, but also some of the things that are in our local government that need to change. I think it's about time we elevate the conversations. You guys, and people are going to talk about it. So I'm going to have that program on Monday with Lamin J. Dabo and lawyer Lamin J. Dabo to look at all. He was supposed to be here, but Biaman came there. Thank you very much. Thank you, Esa. See you guys on Monday. Good night to you all. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you.
Better and stronger as the sole ground operator at the Banjul International Airport. With an expansion in travel services, customers are assured of GIA's capacity to cater for all their travel needs, provided by professional, experienced, and ever-smiling staff. GIA's Hajj package and services, by far the best in the country, give the customers the opportunity for a memorable Hajj experience. For a more efficient cargo services, GIA means business as it launches its new multi-million-dollar ultra-modern cargo complex to revitalize and stimulate air transport. GIA, the pride of the Gambia.
Every day is a new opportunity to make sure our first impressions are always our best and to see possibilities on the horizon. To make our facilities and services more accessible and find freedom all around us. With a location proximity to active markets with a liberal air transportation policy. That daily pursuit is how we turn everyday opportunities for you. For all destination marketing support, customized packages for new existing airlines and operators, and for a highly ranked tourist destination, the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority is here to serve. We regulate air transport, operate and manage BIA technical requirements, merged with commercial considerations. We have experienced and well-trained aviation professionals to cater for your needs. For investment opportunities in building airport hotels, shopping malls, playground for children, do contact us on 4472 831 4472 893. Gambia Civil Aviation Authority. We go beyond daily.